Okay, it's Kate again. Today I'm going to talk about Chapter 1 in the Oral History Reader and give my video proposal. Well, my oral history video proposal. First, my response to the Chapter 1 and to the other forms of oral history that I viewed were very important to me. And I realized why oral history is so important, and it made me look forward to my project even more. The story, Alex Haley's story about how he kind of reunited with his people in Africa, or I guess somehow his family in Africa, and they brought him into the community, and he learned from them, and he taught them, and they worked together, and that each generation had this person who told the stories of the past. I felt that's important, and I feel like we need to tell our stories. And I really see how the Oral History Project is prevalent and important, and it's important to cover contemporary issues that affect people or topics that may not be a part of everyone's lives so that they can learn something new. So I think it's a really great idea, and it's a really good concept, and I really enjoyed seeing people's story and seeing how stories can go from grandparents to kids and parents to kids and moms and dads and talking to their kids and sisters talking to other sisters, and there's just a whole chain of people, and from generation to generation telling their personal experiences. So down the road, I can tell stories about my mom to my kids, and their kids can tell stories about their moms, and it's just really a fascinating idea. So for my proposal, for my oral history project, I'm going to do a tribute to volunteer firemen. My stepdad and close family friends are volunteer firemen. They have been since they were junior firemen, so 17, 18. They hung around the firehouse. A lot of times, community involvement or service lends hands to that. I know that my step-grandfather is a retired two-star general, so that probably got my stepdad into, giving back to the community and protecting the people in the community. I feel like a lot of movies and TV shows like Backdraft and Rescue Me show the life of paid firemen, or the recent one, Ladder 49, show paid firemen and not necessarily volunteer firemen, and volunteer firemen put their lives on the line and they don't get paid for it. I think a lot of them should get benefits, and a lot of them are starting to get benefits from their towns and states. And they have some pretty heroic moments, and they have tragedy. Tragedy affects them as well. I know that my stepdad lost his friend. I'm hoping that when I do get to sit down and talk to him, he can talk about it. This was his best friend he grew up with. They did junior firefighting together, and it took one moment, and he lost his friend. I know my stepdad was also at 9/11, and 9/11 was huge because there were firemen who went in and they just did their job. They were in the line of duty. And a lot of volunteer firemen came from New Jersey and other places and went and did that. And I know my stepdad did too, and his friend who I'm going to talk to. So I'm interested to hear his stories, stories that he keeps to himself, and I'm hoping he'll do this and I can record it and maybe even give it to his kids so they can have a copy and really respect him even more, because I know I do because of what he does. I'm hoping to learn more about him, learn more about fires and fire safety and a different community, because they have camaraderie, they have brothership, and this is another form of community, and I'd like a little view into it and how they feel about one another. I know when my mom and my stepdad recently got married, his best man was a fellow fireman, and they grew up together, and I think that's very special and very unique. Just glancing at my notes. So that's what I want to do. Alright, next time you'll see me, I'll be doing, I guess, my next response. But hopefully you'll get a peek into my stepdad's life. Alright, bye now.